Hey guys, this is Roberto Valencia here. It's hot out here at my house, so I just came here outside to basically ponder. I was watching my last video. I'm sorry that I came off a bit, negative. I didn't really mean to do that. I just want to apologize to, anybody who takes Rotten Tomatoes seriously. I'm not saying everyone who takes that site seriously is a douche or whatever, or that you're attacking the fans, or that the critics' opinions don't matter. They do. I mean, they do matter. The point I was trying to make is that they're not the only things that matter. God damn it, dude. I always have, the perfect timing. Seriously, a flippin' train is passing by as I'm doing this video, so... It's super windy outside, really fresh. That's why I came outside, because it's hot in my house, so... I can't really complain, that's my fault, I guess, but... Anyway... Yeah, I just wanted to say that's not the intention of the last video that I did. I just wanted to encourage fans to not be disappointed with the critical reviews, and that it's not the last, it's not the be-all, end-all of a movie. If you're excited to see that, you should still go watch it, because, again, I've been through this before where I've been very excited for a movie, and then all of a sudden I see the critical reception, and then it's super down low, and it's mixed, and you have basically everybody with a fan, with a following saying to not go watch it, and that it's stupid, and that you're gonna be wasting your money on it if you go do it. I don't know. Quite frankly, there's been times where, and again, I'll reiterate and say this, there's been times that I have enjoyed movies that are lower on the scale a lot more than movies that are higher on the scale. But that's just me. You can say that, oh well, that's just you having a bad taste in movies. Okay, fine, then I have a bad taste in movies. If that's what you want to go ahead and as. And that's really the people who I was attacking in the last video, are the people who say that I have a bad taste in movies just because I don't agree with everybody else. So if you were offended and you don't think that, if you thought that I was just taking down Rotten Tomatoes because I'm a butthurt fanboy, in a way, yes, you're true, because I did see the video, and for that I'm apologizing. But if you still think that that me being a fanboy is a bad thing, or or that I have a bad taste in movies and that I'm a sellout, well, to you, whatever. I prefer to be a sellout. If, that's the thing that makes me happy. It brings me pain, but it also brings me happy. I would rather be happy with the things that are being given to me, is what I'm trying to say, than to just be that douche who says, oh, well, I want more out of this movie. It sucks because they didn't give me more. I'm just the guy who takes anything that he can get. I get that the last movie, it had its problems, but still, I had a blast at that movie. And if the same problems that were at that movie are in this movie, then that means that I'm going to enjoy that movie. And again, I will reiterate this. I love Jurassic World. And people have nitpicked it and, said everything that's wrong with it. I don't care. I still had a blast with that movie. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a blast with this movie. And from how I see it, a lot of other people who have been anticipating this movie have also loved it. Not in the critics circle or whatever, but, other fans. Granted, there have been some other people who say, well, that it's not as good as the other ones, or that time will tell where I sit in the with who I agree with in the fan circle, because that's the circle where I'm at, in the fans, not the critics. I'm not a critic. I don't have a following. I'm not on Rotten Tomatoes whose opinion matters. Again, Matt Atchity or other employees at Rotten Tomatoes are the ones who decide whose opinions tilt the scale for that, and whose opinions will tilt the scale even more, because they have people who are labeled as top critics. So yeah, that ain't me. Okay, and I'm not even again, I'm not a certified critic on Rotten Tomatoes at all. So there you go. And yeah, it's at 60%. It's 10% lower than the first one. Again, it's mixed. Many people will say, well, that's a D-, that's almost an F. Well, whatever. It could even be an F. It could even be at 55%. There's still movies that are at 50% that I still go ahead and have enjoyed and seen twice and talked about and raved about. So whatever. Anyway, and again, I just want to say that sure, the critics' voice are important. I'm not saying that, oh, let's get rid of Rotten Tomatoes altogether. I'm just saying that website, what they do is basically encourage this hive mind mentality of, oh, well, you don't agree with the majority, then you're wrong. Then your opinion is wrong. Again, I don't think anyone's opinion is wrong. I don't think anyone should be ridiculed for what they like or what not like, so whatever. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there's other factors that go into play. Like the box office. I think the box office, some people say, oh, the box office doesn't matter, the box office doesn't show quality. Well, I kind of disagree, because it does show what audiences like, and if they're willing to go and see a movie again and again and again until it makes a bunch of money, then there you go. It shows that, the movie did something right. It appealed to somebody. It might not be a critical success, but if it's a box office success, that just means that the audiences loved it. Now, granted, many people have said, well, what about that? Really deals more with the marketing, because some people argue that, well, they don't give you your money back. Yeah, okay, fine. All right, not everyone who sees it twice. All right, so I get that many of those people who go to see it might not come back, and that money might feel like a loss for them because they don't, they didn't enjoy it and whatever, and they're, but, I don't know what to say to that, because there really isn't I'm not saying that it's not a valid argument or anything. I mean, it is a valid argument, but it's also it's also a service. It's also something that, they promised you to, to see the movie first in a movie theater. I mean, that's the thing. That's what you're paying for. Sure, they could refund you, I guess, for, you not liking the movie, but in a way, they did kind of service you. They gave you the seat. Now, if you walked out and you didn't see half of the movie, or you didn't see all of the movie, yeah, that's where I could say that's where you deserve the refund. At least, if you saw half of the movie, you deserve half of your money, or if you just walked out of the first 10 minutes, then yeah, you should get all of your money back. So, and I don't know, my brother, he didn't like The Last Jedi, and he left, and I think they refunded his food at least. So there's that. I mean, his food, I think, cost more than the ticket, so there you go. There's that. I mean, but again, I mean, not many movies. Well, yeah, more often than not, there have been movies that do make it to the billions, and they do make it to almost to the 2 billions now. But although it happens every year where we hear that, it doesn't happen as often, as you think. It's not like every movie breaks a billion or every movie does that. So if it does make a lot of money, then I think it's fair to say, well, that movie got everyone's attention, and it wasn't just the marketing, because to make that much money, a lot of people have to go and see it twice or 3 times or 4 times. And, that's a thing that I think should be, that people should talk about, so to say that it doesn't matter completely, that's my argument, that it kind of does. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I've been talking for 10 minutes. I didn't even realize this. So yeah, and that it's just an apology for that last video. I'm sorry, I rushed it. I didn't really know what to say, and yeah, I'll admit that I was a butthurt fanboy and that I was frustrated, but it's, again, it just, for once, I want to be excited for a movie and for people to not trash it before I go see it, because it does hurt my heart, and I don't want my heart to be broken, but I should be used to it by now, because every flippin' time it's happened. It's happened almost like every flippin' year that I've been going to the movie theater. So yeah, and also, it also goes with like the fan base. I also agree with the fan base. I think the fans have an important voice as well. Granted, it's not just the critics who encourage people to not watch movies. It's also a certain fan base of a certain franchise that I personally am not a huge fan of, but I'll talk about that in the next video, because this video is already long, and I'll talk about those people. And yeah, see you later. Have a nice day. Goodbye.